Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. Thank you guys for waiting for me to upload this video. I don't know how long it has been since I uploaded that one. And by the way, I had to remove that other video for very serious personal reasons. So I'm so sorry if you were looking forward to it. Either way, that video wasn't really important, but it was just for me to share my journey on how the whole breast reduction journey was for me. But really the important one is this one that I'm recording, the question and answer, because I have been getting questions on all my DMs, IG, Facebook, everywhere. You guys seem really interested and really wanting to know this whole process and how it went, how much it costed, etc, and I'm here to answer all of that. Let me just say that I took quite a while because I've been in pain and I just wanted to nurse myself, and I was actually waiting for myself to get better. I was waiting for me to get better, or just wait for a day where I feel much better. Like today, I'm not like fully recovered or I'm not much better, but I don't want to say sharp, but I'm okay today. Get it? Days don't come the same. Some days I'm in like really deep pain, and some days I'm like, oh, I actually feel better, and then I had a quick bath, it's down there again. So today I actually felt much better, so I thought, let me just do this quick video and then share it with them, and then I'll just continue resting, because the next video I have to make after this one is the before and after. Actually, it's the things that you need when you're going to do the surgery, and then the other thing is the reality of the healing, and then I think I also have to do the before and after one, of which all these things need me also to be fully recovered. But thank you so much for joining me today, and I'm so excited to have you guys here. I'm feeling much better, like I said, from the rest of the other days. But anyway, let me just get right into it and answer all your questions. I'm recording with my phone today because I don't have my camera, so I'm gonna be reading all those questions from somewhere else where I had written them down. There were a lot, but I just made time for that. Anyways, let's just get right into it. Actually, before I get into the Q&A, let me just mention the fact that, yo guys, this journey is not easy. I'm telling you, like, this journey is not easy at all. It's not easy, but definitely worth it. Like, it's some days you're crying, some days you're depressed, some days you're stressed, some days you're looking at yourself, some days you're bleeding. Like, I've been bleeding for like the past few weeks or some sort, and it's been really stressing me, and I'd cry and I'd wonder what's wrong. Did something go wrong during surgery? What did I do wrong? And all these things. But it's definitely worth it. So having your doctor on call or on contact, it's good for that, so that you're able to contact them as soon as possible when you see any change. I bet my doctor is even tired always hearing my calls all the time, but I went to see him a few days ago just so we can just go through everything together, and then he let me know about a few things, and I'm still on my stitches even now. I'm to remove them. I'm not sure when. I'll just check the calendar where I'm at, that the day that he said I should come. But anyway, yeah, let's just get right into it. All right, cool. The first question is, how much did it cost, and did I cover medical aid? Was I covered by medical aid? This whole surgery was 30,000 bula, and I wasn't covered by medical aid. I think this is one of the things that, if I could, I would really medical aid should stop considering this as a cosmetic, and it should stop considering this as bokamoso, because it truly isn't. Because I think a whole lot of women, 90% of women, are really struggling with big breasts, and we can't afford it because it's too expensive. The surgery is too expensive, and the only thing, it's too expensive, but you have medical aid, and medical aid is not covering it. I was under my parents' medical aid, and I was fighting for myself to get through it with everything in me to try and get the medical aid to cover my surgery, but I couldn't until I turned 21, and then it became a medical aid with my parents, and then from there I was just no one. Like, there was nothing else I could do. They'll tell you that babatla support from other doctors, like your physiotherapist, just to show indeed you have a problem and you've been seeing other doctors, so indeed this is actually not a cosmetic thing or and then I actually did that. I went on to my physio, I went to other doctors, and I did everything possible, man, just for me to get this thing done. But they continued to decline my application until I was off medical aid from my parents. And then from there, I did book in Marina. I think most of the ladies that inboxed me told me that Salaba and Mama waiting list at Marina. Girl, you are still gonna wait. By the time I put myself in the waiting list, I was a student by then. I was a nursing student. And so in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, no, cool. Maybe because I'm a nursing student, there was a time where our shifts were in theater, and I saw the surgery being done. And I was actually talking to the plastic surgeon, the lady. Then I was like, please put me in. At least just ask the people who write down lists whatsoever. I thought it would be an advantage for me because I'm a student nurse, or maybe they would think I'm a staff member or something, and then they'll just slide me into the list. But no, I've also been in the list even now. I think that was like 2018. 2018, and even now I'm still waiting. I don't even know if they're gonna call me. I don't even want to call them and tell them I got it done. I just don't care anymore, because girl, I got it done. So yeah, this whole surgery was 30,000 pula, and I saved up. Another question, I think I'm answering it, was that how did I save up for the surgery? Well, I'm working now, so I was able to save up for that, and I was able to cover my salary just to make sure this much gamonela. And I think the good thing about it is I wasn't saving into my bank or into my account. I was saving gamonela, because I knew that if maybe an emergency comes through or something just happens, dog, I may be tempted to use the money to save my breast reduction. So I'm like, you know what, no, I'm just gonna give it straight to him. Plus also it was motivation for me to pay him. So it was motivation in the sense that I didn't want to be paying him, and then I didn't want to be paying in my bank account and then tempted to use the money. So paying him was like, dude, I just gave this guy 10K in the last month, so how could I not give him the next 10K? So we can get dude, since I can money to that other one, so like a so that was just more motivation for me. And I really, really wanted this to be done, so I really committed myself to doing it. Like I just, when I made my monthly budgets, it was the first thing I wrote down: breast reduction, this much, breast reduction. So I made sure I did it. I really, really made sure I did it. So I just, if you really want something, you'll definitely go for it. So I don't know how your savings or how you're gonna plan your payments, but just make sure that whatever you do, just make sure you get it done. Just make sure you get it done. He's good with you paying in installments, and that's one thing I really liked about him. So yeah. All right, next question is, despite loving ourselves, why did I choose to make this? Was I uncomfortable in my body or what? In all honesty, I wouldn't say I was uncomfortable in my body. I loved my body, and I loved my body. The only thing I didn't like about my body were my breasts. I didn't like how they looked. They're very long. I felt uncomfortable all the time when I'm with my girls. I felt uncomfortable. Like, all my friends are very like slim, and I was the only one who looked a bit bigger. And I didn't like how, like, when we've gone out, people would also always assume that I was an older one. Also, or even when I'm alone, people just always think that I'm older or whatsoever, And before I started being with the partner that I am with right now, like, it used to make me feel like people used to think that I'm so old. People just used to assume, or guys used to assume that I'm this big girl. I don't know, man. I just had confidence issues when it comes to that. Like, it didn't show at all. I don't think it ever showed, and I don't think you guys saw it. But it really killed me, hella, just on my own, all the time. I just always felt like men think I'm old and they won't approach me because but I don't care about that anymore. And the time I met the partner that I'm with right now, I still wasn't insecure. I still wasn't secure. And the time I met him, I just told him how I just didn't like him seeing me naked. I just didn't want him to see me like that. I think it was one of the first things I even told him, that, I want to cut these out. And even for him to see them, hella, the very first time he saw them, it was like a battle. I even cried that time when he got to see them, like, without the bra and stuff, like, these things just made me so insecure. I couldn't go for swimming when girls said, let's just go for swimming. I just wasn't secure, man. At one point, I was only okay when I was alone, and I just look at myself in the mirror. There were things I was just used to, and I just knew, and there's nothing wrong. But dog, like, I just wasn't confident at all. when it came to my breasts, sometimes I would want to wear certain stuff, but I wouldn't be able to wear them. You know, at work, there's some stuff that I couldn't do because of big breasts and all these things. Sometimes I'd want to spend the day without the bra, like I'd just want to go rush to the shop, and I'm forced to put on a bra, and I just wouldn't want to. And then I think the main reason, is just health reason, the fact that I just had back pains. It caused back pains, neck pains, and everything. And Logo Hupela was part of that, because I'd sometimes carry them. Like, I just want to, like, dude, my breasts so big, bro. Like, sometimes I just want to carry them like this, because when I'm sleeping, when I turn, I have to turn them with me as well. So, dude, I just wasn't okay. I couldn't stand for long. I couldn't sit for long. All those kind of things, you know, my back, there were a lot of back pains that I suffered a lot. So I just needed to get all these things done. And the time I wanted to get them done, nobody convinced me otherwise. I honestly cannot. There's honestly no one who can change my mind. Not even my partner, not even my mom, not even anyone. Mama are not supporting me because she did it. By the way, this was a gene in the family. This is a gene in my family from my mother's side. Just like good skin is a gene in my family from my mom's side. So Mama Lena also had big breasts, and she did the surgery as well. I have other cousins who have big breasts. So I just hope I inspired them to do it anyway. So yeah, it's a gene in my family. So it's not something that just happened in puberty whatsoever. No. So yeah, I just did it because I was not happy at all, and it just made me feel some type of way. So even if my partner Lene or even my friends so even when my people, the people around me who got used to me, were just okay with it, I just wasn't okay with it, man. Like, I just wanted, and like I'm saying, like, nobody convinced me otherwise. But like, your partner actually you're beautiful like that, you're actually fun. This is not for you. Actually, this answers the next question, which was, will I be able to breastfeed? Yes, I will be able to breastfeed. I asked him not to cut off my what are these called? Milk ducts. Yes, I asked him not to cut off my milk ducts, and also I think so he made sure that he didn't cut them out, so I'll be able to breastfeed. Though I've asked a few people who have done it, and a friend of mine once did it. And she told me that she did it. So she said she had to complement more or add more milk to her son. And not that I feel sharp. Even if he was not going to be able to do the reduction and not be able to remove the reduction, the milk ducts, I was still going to be okay with it, and I was still going to say, dude, just do this whole thing. So my kids were going to see I'm a mother. Wait, I would be a mother then, so I was gonna definitely figure out something out for my kids, you know. So I was ready for all those things. Hey, scars, what? I was ready. I'm like, you know what? Just do this, okay? Just do the pain. Whoa, just do this surgery. All right, and now the other question was, where did I get it done? Someone asked if I actually did it in Botswana. Yes, I did it in Botswana. There are actually plastic surgeons in Botswana. Like I said, Marina. I don't know if there's one in Yangabwe now, because the guy when I'm so I don't know if right now. But yeah, there is plastic surgery. There is one also in Francistown in, I forgot the name of the hospital, but there is one also there. His name is Dr. Ladu. But the one that did my surgery was Dr. German Castillo. I think he's well known. Even there's a time where I put his video, I put up a video of myself when I went to see him, and someone saw him about, oh, Dr. German. I think he's very well known, mostly from Nyangago. That's where he was. Yeah, so that's Dr. German Castillo. I'll leave his details on the description box. He's based in Bokamoso right now, and his theater is just in Karong Clinics. That's where I did the surgery. Karong Clinics is just behind GSS, so if you go there, and probably you can get his details, but I'll leave his details down on the description box. So what you do is you just go to Bokamoso and you just tell him that you want to see Dr. Castillo. He assesses you, tells you that, yeah, you are a good candidate for the surgery actually, and then he's gonna charge you, and then yeah, and then about looking at at that time, and then yeah, so yeah, that's just basically it. And then you start paying, and then once you're ready, you do your blood tests a week before your surgery. I did my blood tests and then they came out fine, and then the following week, May 25, I went to do surgery. So that's just basically it. And yeah, great. And then the next question that I was asked was are there any other complications? Yes, of course, any surgery has complications. All surgeries have complications, bleeding and pain, of course, scars and stuff. But for me, I experienced bleeding. My right boob is still bleeding. Even the left one though, but the left one is much better, but my right boob has been like really bleeding. So those are one of the complications you should expect, bleeding. But it's not really like something bad or stuff, but it's just one of those complications. Like there was surgery done there, but if you feel uncomfortable, like I felt uncomfortable, it's best that you call the doctor or check up. But he did help me and he squeezed it out. Like child, that was so painful, child. It was so painful. He tried to squeeze out the blood because it had to come out, because and then it was gonna cause hematoma and stuff. So it was a good thing that he had to squeeze it out, but it was really painful. So I'm still on my plasters right now, even though I had removed them, but because the bleeding continued, I had to put plasters back. Yeah, and then the other question was how long does recovery take? I think with this one, I wouldn't say recovery takes this long, because we're all different, our bodies are different, and so but he gives you around 2 to 3 weeks sick leave. So yeah, and then I'll be going back to work as well soon. But yeah, I think by then I'll be fine to just keep on doing the small things and just to mark myself present at work, so yeah. But hella takes around 2 to 3 weeks, though you'll be still in pain. I'm still in pain. I think the one thing that I just want to emphasize is if you're going to do the surgery, or when you're going to do the surgery, please be ready for the pain. Don't be shocked when it comes. But I really feel like regardless of the pain whatsoever, this whole surgery is really worth it. Like, it's not an easy journey, but it's really worth it. Your nipples are painful. The way he did it is painful. There are 2 types of surgeries looking at how big your breasts are. There's let me try and draw this. There's the anchor, and then there's the there's the anchor, and then there's the lollipop cut 2 types of cuts that he does on your breast when he does the thing. So there's the anchor and there's the lollipop. Let me just show you guys. Let me try and draw it. Oh my gosh, there's the lollipop, and then there's the anchor. Yeah, there's the anchor. So this one is the lollipop over here. Yeah, this is the lollipop. So the lollipop, I think it is for those that have small boobs but still want to reduce them, or kind of like maybe smaller than mine but still want to reduce them. You get it? So this is the lollipop one. So this is the whole nipple, and then this is nipple going down. So nipple going down, and then the anchor is for those that are very big like mine. So anchor, this is underneath the breast, and then there is from nipple going down. So this is around the nipple, and then nipple going down, and then there is underneath the nipple. So that's nipple, and then nipple going down. So that's where so that's where your scars are going to be, or that's where you will see the they're going to like so they're gonna like rocker you around your nipple, and then they're gonna rocker you from nipple going down and underneath the nipple. This is the one that's mine. And then this one get around the nipple and then nipple going down. These ones are for the ones about smaller boobs but still want to reduce, and these ones are baskimisaka. So yeah, there's the anchor and there's the lollipop. So he'll decide on which one is good for you. Like I said, the surgery is so painful. Oh yeah, the other side effect is if the first 2 days or the first 1, 2, 3 days you're not going to be going to the toilet, like you're not going to be doing number 2. I hadn't done number 2 I think for like 4 to 5 days, and I was really worried about it. That's only because the anesthesia, how when you're put under when you're sleeping under anesthesia during surgery, your intestines it's like they're blown up by air. It's like there's like air going into your intestines. So it just makes you feel bloated. So you're gonna feel or hear rumbling sounds or noises from your tummy, yet you're not gonna go to the toilet. And for that, because you're not releasing anything in the toilet, that means you're not going to eat anything. You won't have any appetite. I didn't eat for like those days, and I drank fluids. Even if I drank fluids, I still felt uncomfortable. So the only thing that I really drank a lot was water. And then after like 4 to 5 days, I started having like watery diarrhea. I was really happy I had that, because I really felt like I needed to release because so you're going to experience that if you're going to do the surgery. For other people though, they do have constipation because and stuff. So I mean, like you're gonna have like either watery diarrhea or you're gonna have constipation. So between the two. So yeah, I prefer to have watery diarrhea and constipation. So I was so happy when it finally came. I'm like, oh yeah, it's watery diarrhea, not constipation, because I actually do prefer that. So yeah, and then after surgery, the very same day of surgery, I vomited like twice, and that was because of the anesthesia that they gave me. I was so nausea, child. You're gonna feel so nausea. Hey, but mama do. Wow, the nausea is just not nice at all. It's not nice at all. So I vomited like twice. So you might vomit, you might not. Like I said, we're different. I vomited because of the anesthesia. So yeah. What else? Yeah, I think that the rest of the other things is, like I said, I'll make a video on things that you need to use when you're recovering, or things that you need to have before you go for surgery. And then like I said, when I talked about pain, the pain I experience is in the morning. Like you know what, it's like so stiff. Like when I wake up I can feel it. You know what, I got stitches. Yeah, so it's very, very painful in the mornings, and my mornings are very painful. But painkillers really help. He's gonna give you painkillers, or your doctor will give you painkillers and antibiotics. They really do help a lot. Even during the day, I can still feel some pain. Experience more pain in the morning. During the day, yes, there's pain, but like a 10 out of 10 pain is usually in the morning. Not 10 out of 10. Why am I exaggerating? Like a 8 out of 10 pain is usually in the morning, and then during the day I go to like a 6 or like a 7 out of 10 pain. Yeah, and then like it goes a bit up to 8 out of 10 pain. So yeah, I usually have my painkillers, and they help a lot though, but still pain is eventually thing hell. Scars are going to be there for sure. You have to be ready for that as well. People ask me, am I going to be comfortable in seeing my scars and stuff? Not that I can as long as the surgery is done. Not everyone is going to see my scars, and my scars are not going to be seen by everyone. When you're wearing clothes properly, people won't see your scars. So your C-section scars or whatever scar, people don't see it. It's we give an maybe your partner. So I don't really have any problem with my scars, but scars are going to be there. Though you can minimize them by a product that I bought. I'll show you guys when like I said, I'm going to show you guys the products that or the things that you need when you're going for surgery. Yeah, so the item I bought in Discam, after I remove my sutures, I'm gonna be starting I'm gonna start applying it on my breast and stuff. So scars are gonna be there. You have to be ready to accept them. These scars gonna feel some type of way, then you don't really want the surgery done. Not that I have no problem, because for sure my scars are going to be seen by me and my partner. That's it. The rest, they and my mom. So as long as the surgery is done. So yeah, guys, I think the other question that I was asked was, do they do boob enlargement and tummy tuck and stuff? Plastic surgeon is hatirling. Is yeah, so plastic surgeon is just everything included, you know. Breast reduction, breast enlargement, tummy tuck, your thighs, your booty, anything, booty enlargement, booty reduction, everything. Plastic surgery has all that. So if you do want to get all those things done, just contact Dr. German, and then he will definitely help you out. He definitely will. I think for those who want to know who want to get breast reduction, I'm going to say, please do get it. Don't be afraid of anything. You're not gonna die. You're not gonna die, okay? Just get it done, and you're not going to I don't know, I don't know, to pain and stuff. There's nothing you can do without pain. I don't want to lie, but you just have to get it done. Not that I will say get it done. If I could, and if I was a millionaire, I was gonna pay for every lady who wants to get a breast reduction, because if you want to get this, start saving now, and just get it done. I really encourage you, get details and start, actually write it down on your goals. I had written it down on my 2021 goals. I had written it down that I have to get my breast reduction surgery done this year. So write it down. It's a goal, and it's a dream come true, not a goal. It's a dream come true. So write it down, pray about it, ask God to help you, ask God to provide, because it was God who made it possible as well. God made it possible for me. He provided where I couldn't. There's a time where I wanted not to save. The first money I wanted to save, I'm like, do I really have to save, you know? And Holy Spirit continued to push me. You really wanted this. I think there's another question like that. Does God isn't God like something like making change on your body or something? Honestly, like I said, I think on my other video, the tattoo, if I feel at peace with something, when I've spoken to God about it, or when I've prayed about it, or when I ask God about it in prayer, I go for it, because peace to me is God communicating that, let's do this. So if you feel like when you don't really feel comfortable in changing your body at all, then that means God doesn't want you to do it, because you're not at peace with it, you know. And that's the other thing. I always cry to God about them. The days where I would literally cry, and God, I hate my boobs. Like, I don't want to lie to you. I hate how I feel, and I hate how these make me feel, and I hate how they make me look. Please provide for me. This whole thing. So now God, we're on the same page, and so I don't think that it's got a problem or anything. And even now I'm still praying, God, please heal me, you know, when it's painful. Oh God, please help me. So God has been there right from the day they were big to the day that I had to reduce them. So involve God in this as well. You may be shocked at when and how you're actually gonna do it. Possible. So do get it done. To all my ladies who are still suffering with this backache thing, I'm with you, but I'm not. I'm joking, but I'm with you, man. But like I said, just make sure you put it as a goal and just get it done. All right, I'll leave all details below. If I didn't answer any other questions that people have, please let me know. This time I'll answer on the DM. I didn't respond to anyone on my DMs because I knew I was gonna make this video. So thank you guys very much for being so patient, and thank you for subscribing. 500 subscribers. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you guys for watching. And thank you guys for wishing me well. I'm really doing quite well, one day at a time. Also I'm thankful to God and grateful to God for making this possible. Thank you guys for supporting me. I'm grateful for every person who also supported me physically and emotionally. You know, I'm really, really grateful. So I'll see you guys in the next video. I really hope this was helpful. Please don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to recommend this to anyone who you know that may need it, and don't like to share, subscribe, subscribe, and comment below. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.